further ado, I do want to welcome to the program Executive Director of San Antonio Coalition for Life, Miss Cathy Nix, and of course, joining her is Miss Melanie Salazar, one of their sidewalk interns. So thank you so much for joining us, Miss Cathy. Welcome to the program, and I want to first, begin by asking you, what exactly, who is the San Antonio Coalition for Life? What is it that y'all are responsible for? And let's begin there and tell us a little bit about yourself.
Well, hi. So it's wonderful to be here. Thank you so much for having us on. We are always appreciative of the opportunity to tell you about the programs and about pro-life in San Antonio. The Coalition for Life was formed many years ago when we had the very first 40 Days for Life. And from that experience, the people who were involved said, we just can't stop. We have to continue on. So 40 Days for Life was such a success way back when we were at 104 Babcock and that Planned Parenthood there, where we saw a 40% decline in abortions that very first.
Wow.
Yeah, it was pretty amazing. So we were like, well, we have to keep at this. And so we have ever since. And the programs have grown and expanded. The people of San Antonio now recognize who we are out on the sidewalk. They honk for life and wave at us, and they know what we're about because we have become a part of this community. And the Catholic churches specifically, all around town and in the outlying areas have all participated in this wonderful program, which is based completely on prayer and outreach, peaceful, prayerful presence on the sidewalk. And there's nothing that works better than love, to turn a girl, to draw a girl away from abortion and offer her life-affirming options. So we continue to do that on the sidewalk during the 40 Days for Life campaigns. And in between 40 Days for Life campaigns, there's 2 a year. We're coming up on our spring campaign, which is always during Lent. So we start Ash Wednesday, we go through Palm Sunday. And we will be out there from 7 a.m. to 7 p.m. every day during the 40 days, except for Sundays. We take Sundays off because, God said. So,
Amen.
So that's one of the main things that San Antonio Coalition for Life does. In addition to 40 Days for Life, we have the Sidewalk Intern Program, and I'm really happy to have Melanie with us today because she can give us a little bit more of a bird's eye view of what it's like to be out there as an intern. And then there are a lot of other programs that we do. We give out gift bags, and so we have gift bag teams. We have lots of prayer that happens. We're doing a novena to St. David right now as we prepare for the opening of our 40 Days for Life spring campaign. Lots of wonderful things happening. We are sacfl.org. So if people want to go and take a look and click around and see what we have, that would be wonderful. We would love for you to see that. And the whole idea is to get people involved.
Yeah, that's awesome, Cathy. And that's an amazing organization. But how did you get involved, and how long have you been involved with it?
Well, from the very beginning, actually, Amy Voorhees, who is our president of our board, was the instigator. She came from College Station, where she knew Sean Carney and all the people who did the very first 40 Days for Life. And so she was at Our Lady of the Atonement. I happened to go to Our Lady of the Atonement that day, and I saw in the bulletin that they were having a powwow, a meeting about the possibility of doing a 40 Days for Life. And ta-da, the rest is history. When Amy Voorhees asked me to do something, I always seem to do it, even though I at first resist, you will be a really great sidewalk counselor. Oh, no, I don't think so, Amy. And I was a sidewalk counselor. You would really train them well. Yeah, I ended up doing that. You'd be a great executive director. I'm like, why am I here? But she's fabulous, and she's my inspiration. I certainly look up to her. So that's kind of how I ended up in the position that I am.
Amen. And if you would, can you tell our listeners more about this kickoff rally? You and I, we introduced ourselves to each other probably last year, right? And more so at the Catholic Women's Conference. We had the booths, there together. And I was really intrigued with all the work that y'all do over there. But can you tell us more about this kickoff rally? What does that entail?
we are so excited to invite everyone to come out for this kickoff. And St. Matthew Catholic Church has been so gracious to open up their space for us. So we will be in their athletic center. The kickoff is Sunday in the middle of the day when sort of nap time, but you know, you can a little sacrifice and come out 3 to 4 p.m. on Sunday over at St. Matthew's in their athletic center. And we're in adjoining rooms there by the gym. And it's free and open for everyone. There'll be swag. There'll be some cookies and stuff. But the best thing is the speakers that we get. So Bishop Yannick will be praying with us. We have a pastor from Leon Valley Baptist Church, Pastor Dan Allen. He'll be praying with us and talking. But our main key speaker is Steve Carlin from the National 40 Days for Life. He is the director of the National 40 Days for Life, works closely with Sean Carney, and he has a recent book out called What to Say When, and it's fabulous. So Steve will be coming out and giving our keynote address, and we are so excited to hear what he has to say. And maybe a little surprise coming from me about what's new and coming up for our intern program. So you have to come to hear all the good news and see all the cool stuff. But we invite everyone to come. It is free.
Well, speaking about interns, so Miss Melanie, give me some of your perceptions, some of your feedback, some of your ideas of what this is going to be about for you, and how is this affecting you personally?
Yes, so my name is Melanie, and I got involved with the Sidewalk Intern Program since the day that it started. So it's going on a little over 2 years old now. And in this 2 years' time, we've given out over 5,000 gift bags to the men and women at Planned Parenthood on Babcock Road. And I think we've had over 200 referrals for ultrasounds, pregnancy tests, and then an additional 200 referrals for STD testing and just other life-affirming alternatives. So those are the numbers that we've done in that amount of time. And I'm just very blessed to be a part of this opportunity. We really operate out of the mindset that if Planned Parenthood's going to be open all hours of the day doing their pro-abortion work, we as pro-lifers need to be out there all hours of the day doing our pro-life work. Talk to the men and women. And like Cathy said, we also not only peaceful, prayerful, also law-abiding and effective. Right. So the things that we do and how we do them are very effective. And so we have other young people like me out there. And so it's really cool to see all the young people, especially if I can tell if they go to UTSA or different schools. And it's nice to just see another young face, and we can just hit it off, and we can talk about things maybe in a way that is just more receptive coming from another young person. And so I've seen it, and even just last week, I was able to give 3 gift bags to this group of girls. I don't normally do that. Normally I just give 1, but I saw 3, and I gave 3. And I saw all the girls sit on the benches outside of Planned Parenthood, look through the materials, make an informed decision, and leave the abortion facility. Yeah. So really what we're doing and how we're doing it works. And so I'm just so thankful that we have this movement here in San Antonio.
That's beautiful. And okay, so the approach is different. There's a lot of approaches out there. I think we've all seen them, good and maybe not so good, and some really, really excellent, like the 40 days, the San Antonio Coalition for Life and the 40 Days for Life, and everything you do in that. What makes it different? What would you say makes it different?
Yeah, what I would say what makes us different, like I said, is that peaceful, prayerful, law-abiding, effective approach. We really go off of the approaches that are proven for the most amount of success. Yes. So we go by the trainings of Sidewalk Advocates for Life and our neighbors in New Mexico, Las Cruces, that with their methods, they were able to shut down an abortion facility, 3 abortion facilities. Wow. Cathy motioned to me. So we're taking what we've learned from Sidewalk Advocates, and then we're taking the psychology of really sales, of saying, hey, free, here and now, and using that same psychology of, I can save $600 instead of getting my ultrasound here. Well, of course I'm going to save $600. And then they learn about all the free resources of diapers, clothes, financial assistance at the Pregnancy Resource Center. Yeah, so I really think that's what sets us apart.
You know, let me ask you, Melanie, because of course, this is my first time meeting with you. I've met with Cathy a couple different times, and I've heard so much about you. I've seen the pictures on Facebook and what y'all do as sidewalk advocates. Again, just a couple of months ago, I had the distinct pleasure myself in praying out there, and I kind of got to experience firsthand what that was like. But y'all, as the interns, as the sidewalk advocates, y'all are engaging these women. You are engaging these men who are, maybe on their way to get an abortion performed, to seek that, counseling. And you're there, like you said, peacefully and prayerfully, giving them another option. An option that they didn't recognize at the time, existed. How did you, in fact, get started with this, though? I mean, what was it that led you to reach out to, to maybe San Antonio Coalition for Life? What was it that inspired you to take action?
Yes, so for me, I got involved in the pro-life movement, I think about 2017, when I was just starting at UTSA, and I found out that there was a pro-life club there. And at the time, I had just really confirmed in my faith, as in myself, that I was 100% boldly pro-life. And I thought, wow, sign me up. This is the club for me. And soon after, I became the president of that club, and I refounded the club because nobody knew that there was a pro-life club at a very secular campus. And so today, it's a very thriving club. I'm so proud of them. In fact, they raised over $5,000 for their pregnant and parenting student scholarships. So just bragging a bit about Students for Life at UTSA. And so just by giving God my yes, even though I didn't feel ready, I was willing. And I stepped up, and I really believe God continued to open up doors for me within the pro-life movement, different opportunities to speak and just learn and travel. And I'm just so thankful. And it all goes back to that one yes.
Amen.
And through getting involved in the pro-life community, I learned about the San Antonio Coalition for Life, and I saw, I think, somebody posted on Facebook, I think Susan Perez from A Woman's Haven, hey, we're looking for young people to be sidewalk interns. And I thought, oh, perfect, another thing just for me.
I want to ask you, Miss Cathy, what's required to become a sidewalk intern? I mean, who are you looking for? What type of training might be involved in that? I mean, can you explain to our listeners who may be interested in helping out in this way? Can you explain to them what goes into that?
Yeah, absolutely. We have two categories. One is sidewalk advocate and one is sidewalk intern. And they are trained the same way. As Melanie said, we go through Sidewalk Advocates for Life, which is a nationally known wonderful training program. It's already set, so we don't have to remake the wheel. They know what works. They know what to say, what not to say, how to best engage. So this is a series of videos that we use, and the person who wants to be an advocate or an intern starts there with a series of videos
like
that
modules,
help.
like courses.
Yes, it's like an online course. And then once having completed that, they will meet with me. And then if they were interested in being an intern, we shadow. So they watch me and I watch them, and then we learn what works for them and get their style and so on. And then we put them into the program. And sidewalk interns, they work 3-hour shifts. And then they sign in. They are paid, not as much as I would like, but they are paid. And then they do their duty. They come back in, they check out, and so on. So they can be at school doing their college classes or having other part-time jobs while they're being a sidewalk intern. And so we're very flexible with that. Some people only work one shift a week, and some people work every day for a shift. So we are able to work with those schedules. So 18 years or older, adults can also be trained, and if they want to be trained so that they can work on their off times, we love that as well. So usually advocates are volunteers, and interns are paid employees.
No, that's great. And, it's so amazing the work that y'all do to be out there and constantly, I mean, you're a visible witness to the good and holy. You know, I mean, and I know, of course, you know, the employees that are out there, they see you. They have employees out there that are like recording your every move too, right?
Right.
Yes. So again, I really appreciate, you know, what y'all do out there. Wanted to ask you too, you know, regarding, you know, the gift bags and whatnot. What's in there? You know, what is it that you provide, you know, for these individuals that you're passing these gift bags out to?
Yes, so the gift bags have such good information. I would hope that for those who are pro-choice, we can agree on this, that people should be informed about all their choices. And the gift bags can be that tool. So the gift bags have information about various pro-life help organizations, resource centers in San Antonio, specific to San Antonio, surrounding areas. And then there's also information about a pro-life OBGYN in our city, post-abortive resources for those who are needing healing after abortion. There's also number information for abortion pill reversal for the women who take the abortion pill, haven't taken the second set, and feel regret and want to reverse. That information's in there about abortion pill reversal. We also have information about the harms of hormonal contraception. That's very popular at that abortion facility. A lot of girls go there specifically for that. And we also have information about fertility awareness, natural womanhood, and a note on choosing chastity. And I think that's
And the
that's
good
mostly
stuff in
everything.
there, we'll put like a little loofah and some hand soap
Yeah.
and then some nail polish and whatever. So they're actually getting a gift.
Right.
And that is all paid for by our wonderful sponsors and donors, right? So
Right.
we don't get any federal funding at all. We're
Right.
completely donor sponsored.
Amen. Well, again, what a short, you know, that was just light and
Yes.
quick. Put in the plug, Miss Cathy, for San Antonio Coalition for Life and for more information on this.
We would love for everyone to come out and invite your parish. sacfl.org is our main site. 40daysforlife.com/San Antonio. Sign up for your hour to pray.
Amen. We'll be right back. Keep it tuned in right there.
Hi, listeners. Sean here, and time is almost up. The last day to purchase your car raffle tickets for a chance to win a 2022 Mercedes-Benz GLA 250 is Monday, February 21st. If you haven't purchased your tickets yet, it's not too late. Just go to grnonline.com/raffle, or you can call us at 210-579-9844. God bless you and good luck.